What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and it is now being reported that Britney Spears' two sons literally fear for their own lives and believe that they are in danger because they have been receiving a constant stream of hateful messages and threats from Britney Spears' own fans ever since they came forward, basically saying that they are uncomfortable with the naked photos that their mother is posting online. And honestly, this does not surprise me one bit. This entire situation has gone entirely too far. As soon as the news broke that Britney Spears' kids were no longer seeing her or wanting to talk to her because of her weird activities on Instagram, Britney's fans started attacking them, saying all types of mean and hateful things about them in Britney's comment section. And let's be honest, some of you all, right down in the comments below, said a lot of mean and hateful, weird things about Britney's kids. And I'm just going to put it like this. I don't care if you're Team K-Fed or you're Team Britney. If you think it's okay for grown-ass adults, grown men and grown women, to attack 15-year-olds online because those kids don't want to see their mother naked, then you, my friend, are just as crazy as how Britney has been acting over these past 8 months. Straight up, I'll just put it simple as that. There is nothing okay or normal about grown adults attacking kids online because those kids don't want to see their mother naked on Instagram every day. And don't even sit here and try to play the mental gymnastics with me. Oh, well, Britney wasn't free for all these years, and well, what about the conservatorship? Oh, well, what about all of these other stars? They're naked. What about their kids? Well, what about the fact that Kevin Federline put his kids up to this? What about the Listen, the mental gymnastics and mind games, they do not work on me. I am not someone with a victim-like mentality. I do not sympathize with the same things that those type of people sympathize with. Yes, Britney went through some horrible things. No, that does not make it okay for everyone to dismiss her kids' feelings. At the end of the day, you could try to and add all this other crazy nonsense that you want. At the end of the day, this is about teenagers not wanting to see their mother naked online. At the end of the day, you could try to add whatever other details and you try to bring up Britney's history and K-Fed's history, you name it. At the end of the day, kids are being attacked, our teenagers are being attacked and threatened online simply because they were brave enough to say that, hey, I don't want to see my mom naked on Instagram. That's what it all boils down to. And like I said, you could add all the extra chit chat. It doesn't fly here. It doesn't cut it. That stuff doesn't cut it with me. Okay? You can do that on the PC YouTube channels with all of the PC YouTubers who are so scared to share real opinions. Not over here. All of the victim mentality and victim BS, no, doesn't work over here. Okay? At the end of the day, this is all about these two kids. And these kids are being attacked simply for being concerned about their mother's mental health and for not wanting to see their mother naked. And I think that is perfectly normal. Yet everyone wants to dismiss these kids' feelings. But dismissing Britney's kids' feelings was simply not enough. No, we can't just dismiss those feelings. Now we have to drag the kids. We have to try to dig up things on Britney's kids. Britney's fans, as we speak, are trying to dig up dirt on her 15-year-old sons. How can you claim to be a fan of Britney, yet you're attacking her kids online and threatening their lives? All because they finally had the courage to say, hey, the reason I wasn't at my mom's wedding, the reason you never see me with my mom is because I don't really agree with her weird activity online and some of the weird things that was happening at her house when we went over there. And everyone wants to act as if, oh, Kevin Federline put him up to this. Kevin Federline, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I get it. A lot of people don't like Kevin Federline. I don't think anyone really likes Kevin Federline. But if you think a father has to put his kids up to this, then you're crazy. It's perfectly normal for teenage kids not to want to see their mother naked online. But now, these kids are getting attacked. They're scared. They believe that they're in danger, and I do too. Because Britney's fans are crazy. And you know, Britney has to realize that. As a star, as a celebrity, you're at least somewhat aware of how your fan base is and how they react to things. We know for a fact that they are well aware of what's going on in the comment sections of Britney's posts. They've made that clear over the past couple of weeks because they have been replying to some of the concerns and replying to some of the things that people have been saying in the comment sections. So why would this woman allow, and not just allow, why would this woman, Britney Spears, why would she weaponize her own fan base against her kids? Is she that concerned with playing a victim? Is she that concerned with her naked photos that she would weaponize her own fan base against her kids? Because make no mistake about it, that's what she did. And she has to know that. Because Britney has been attacking other people online nonstop ever since she got free, supposedly. Now we could say, hey, okay, she's attacking her dad because he did these horrible things. She's attacking her mom because she did those things. She's attacking sister because she did those things. There's no denying that every time she puts out those posts, that her little fans go and attack her dad and her mom and her sister too. We can all see it. Britney can see it too. So when she goes on Instagram and starts bashing her own children and calling them hateful, then she's weaponizing her own fan base against them. We got to stop denying the facts. Stop allowing yourself to be misguided. Stop making excuses for people just because they're famous and they're stars. Y'all would not make these same excuses for your next door neighbor. Probably not even for your own friends. No one. Yet it's always an excuse with this situation. It's always a word salad of, well, what about Britney? That's all I hear at this point. I'm tired of hearing, well, Britney went through this and Britney went through that. Okay, does that make it okay for her to inflict trauma on her kids? Because that's what's happening right now. Because Britney does not know how to process her own trauma and her own pain, she's inflicting new trauma and new pain right onto her kids. So as much as we look at, Britney Spears' dad and her mom and think about how they could have done things differently raising Britney and how they traumatized their daughter, Britney is traumatizing her kids right in front of all of us. And everyone's dismissing everything they have to say as if it's nothing, as if they mean nothing. I think that Britney's kids have a little more insight than you do at home, more than I do. You think that just because you sit on Instagram or Twitter and share pictures of Britney all day and say, "Yas, queen," and talk to other Britney fans that you know this woman personally? You don't. Her kids do. Stop dismissing their feelings. If Britney was a real mother, if Britney really cared about her kids, she would not want y'all getting involved in this situation and attacking her kids. When she got off this conservatorship, I've seen rants about, oh, now I can drink coffee. Now I can drive. Now I can do this. She's never mentioned her kids once. Not one single time. It took this situation coming up for us to start talking about her kids again. For her to acknowledge her kids. It's a really messed up situation. I'm not so sure if Britney's free. I don't think she'll ever be free to a certain extent. But at the end of the day, I believe Britney is behind a lot of this. as more time goes by and as I see more things, I think it's very obvious that Britney Spears is suffering from some unchecked mental health issues. And I think people need to start understanding that you don't need a conservatorship from the court to take advantage of someone. You don't need a conservatorship to control someone, especially when they're in the mental state that Britney is very obviously in. If you ask me, sitting around and allowing these problems to go unchecked and taking advantage of this situation, and I do believe that Sam and other people around her are taking advantage of her mental health situation, I think that's just as bad. So stop thinking that, just because the conservatorship is over, that Britney's not being controlled. And don't think that just because Britney's being controlled, that there must be some new conservatorship behind it. There doesn't have to be all of that. It doesn't have to be that complicated. Britney Spears could just be a woman suffering from mental health issues that is surrounded by people who enable her behavior because they know they could take advantage of her. It's really that simple. And the fact that she just shows no regard for her kids' feelings, the fact that it seems like not only does she not care about her kids' feelings, she's doubled down on basically saying it's more important for her to get naked on Instagram than to see her kids again. And she's also sitting by as everyone's attacking her kids. And just as easily as she knows that people were asking about the bruise on her side the other day when she posted that video swaying side to side, psychotically once again, with bruises all over her body, she knows damn good and well her fans are attacking her sons, and she has not said a single word about it. But she'll rant about everything else. And that's disappointing. You know, I started making these videos because I was really sympathetic towards Britney and her situation. Or else I wouldn't waste my time doing these videos. I could be talking about numerous other things. I stopped talking about the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial as much because I started covering this. I could just be making videos about Amber Heard and all that stuff too. Like, you understand what I'm saying? This is not like a topic that I have to talk about. I talk about it because I really cared about her situation. And I believe this entire situation sheds a huge spotlight on all of the crazy, weird stuff that goes on in Hollywood. But as time goes on, I grow less sympathetic towards Britney, less sympathetic towards anything Britney's ever gone through, because it doesn't seem like Britney is sympathetic towards anyone else. And I mean, not even sympathetic towards her own kids. And I don't respect that. I'm the type of person, I'm always going to put the kids first in any situation, period. And Britney should be doing the same. Any mother should be putting the kids first. And when a mother isn't putting their kids first, then there's an issue there. That's a huge red flag. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, be sure not to hit me with those mental gymnastic excuses because it's not going to work on me. But while you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all on the next video.